It's day 12 on 30 Days of Painting Ladies from the 80s. Today we're going to do a painting of Grace Jones, the well-known androgynous persona from the late 70s and 80s. I'll be giving little updates on my progress in the painting. So at this point, I've just got it all penciled in, and I'll be refining it and checking in here and there at certain points. Thanks. Bye-bye. So here I am painting a face, and what I'll typically start out with is the darkest darks. And then, as in any watercolor painting, I need to avoid my lights because the light comes from the light of the paper. So I'll work around the giant highlights, particularly the one around her forehead here, and I'll acknowledge the very, very subtle ones. Typically I'll take while it's wet, I can get a gradation by simply adding a darker dark and moving it in, or teasing it. In order to get a full range. And I'm working with a very small brush in order to do that. And you see I'm able to get a fairly seamless gradation. Put in the hair, put in the edge of the glasses, work in the nose. Most people are too heavy-handed, I think, with their deepest darks. They fail to recognize that there are different kinds of light, especially reflective light, particularly the one in her lip. And so people just sort of jump in with their darks a little overzealously. And I have a little bit of time to lift anything that's a little too light or a little too dark. Again, saving my light. I need a transitional value there, very, very, very subtle. And I'll just slam in something pretty quick. She's got these amazing cheekbones, hence the whole model thing. And because I work with good brushes, I'm able to really pull quite a bit of the liquid. A good brush will hold a lot of paint. And then again, I'll take my darkest darks, and then I'll tease in. I'm not going to so worry about that cloth there. I'll tease in. You see a little reflective light there. And before that dries in a bleed, I'll soften it. And it's pretty much that all day long. And then I'll go over it and go over it and go over it until I achieve the appropriate value. Forgot her eyebrow there, I'll save that for later. Because it's wet, add a little bit more of my dark. See, it's drying. People also don't get dark enough. They fail to really play with. They jump into their darks, but they tend to not actually put the adequate dark in, or they'll see black where black doesn't actually exist, which can be really problematic. I think I'm ready for that eyebrow. Let's see if it's dry. It is. And then I'll go back, since it's subtly still wet there, darks again. And I'll work them until I get there. Probably have her lip too high, so we're gonna raise that just a bit. And that's pretty much how I do face. So here is the painting finished. It's a fairly quick one. Lots of contrast in it. The painting formally was made in this way so it could be kind of flipped back and forth because Grace Jones is known for being very androgynous. So I wanted it to essentially reflect the interplay of her expression of gender. And that is day 12 of painting ladies from the 80s. Thanks for joining me.